What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back. Today I have something phenomenal that's probably going to blow your mind. All right, so what I hear a lot, and this comes from Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, people I meet out and about. Rhonda, how are you able to start all these business? Understand, I've been a business owner since I was 19 years old. I've owned several different businesses. I started businesses. I failed. I've won. I've made money. I've lost money. I've probably done it all, right? And the one thing that each one of my businesses needed to get started was capital. I wasn't able to start any business without having the capital first. Whether you want to franchise a business, whether you want to start a brick and mortar, an online business, a boutique, whatever it is, you need capital to even get started. You probably done your research and you learned that you need an LLC, you need an EIN, you need business credit, you need all these things that all requires capital, right? But you're probably thinking, man, how are these people starting $1 million companies? How are they drop shipping? How are they starting trucking companies and restaurants and all of these things if they didn't have the capital? And then you're probably doing your research and you're looking for, how to get business funding, but it's telling you that you need good personal credit, right? You have to have credit to be able to get funding and all of this stuff. And then you get discouraged, right? You feel like, man, I can't do this. I might as well just keep working. I'll never be able to start the business. And you probably got a bunch of dreams, a bunch of, ideas written down in a notepad and all this stuff. You're watching the Shark Tank and you're scrolling on social media and you're looking at other people start businesses and you're thinking to yourself, man, my business will be phenomenal too. Like, I have a great idea, but how do I get the money? Right? Today, I'm going to show you how to start any business for absolutely free. $0. This is going to be something that's going to game change, right? It's going to be a game changer for a lot of people. Stay with me through the entirety of this video. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it, how easy it is, and let's go ahead and jump into it. All right, so guys, I always like to show my work, right? So some people say it doesn't cost a lot to start a business or whatever the case may be. I'm going to show you the numbers first before we jump into how you're going to fix your problem, right? So right here, it says Business Daily. This is a credible website. It says startup costs. How much cash will we need to start a business, right? So right here, it says small business, says estimate your cost. According to U.S. Small Business Administration, a business, $3,000 to start. Most home-based businesses franchise $2,000 to $5,000, right? To start any business, guys, I have Airbnb, I have Turo. To start any Airbnb, minimum $5,000 to start. Turo, you have to get a vehicle, whether you put a down payment or you lease or whatever you do, it's still going to cost money to get started. Most of you need LLCs, most of you need EINs and business bank accounts and all of those things, right? So $3,000 to $5,000, right? Now, there's a site called Franchise for Sale for the people who say, I want to just buy a franchise, right? I got low cost franchise right here. I put the state of Texas, all investment amounts, right? Let's go under 10,000 and let's search in Texas. This is just, for a basic search. We literally have one business venture. My business venture, it's $3,995 minimum cash to get started. Now, let's look at some other ones, right? Let's go 20,000, under 20,000 in Texas. Right? We still don't have any under 20. Let's go 30. Right? All right, cool. We got a few in here. Amazon FBA automation, 30,000, 30,000, 39. Real estate LLC cheap house flipping, 30. Right? And I'm just showing this so you can see. Right? How much does it even cost to start a Chick-fil-A? A lot of people say, I want to start a Chick-fil-A or I want to start my trucking business. Minimum trucking business, $5,000 before you get your DOT and all your licensing and all of that stuff. It's going to cost you a minimum of $5,000. So if you want to start any business, we already know that you're going to need capital. No question about it. Now, what I like to do is I like to use free money when I start my businesses. I don't like to spend my own money. So today I'm going to show you a method where you can use free money to start your business. Now, take out paper, pen, pause where you need to. We're going to go ahead and jump into it. Now, the first thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking for properties that we're going to sell and to make money in the middle. And I call this the Middleman Method. All right, the Middleman Method. I have another video below this one breaking the method down if you want more of an explanation. But right now, I'm going to go over it for you guys, right? So what the Middleman Method is, let's say we want to go to a city, state, or whatever it may be, and we want to find for sale properties. I'm going to put up to, let's say, $100,000, okay? We're going to go $100,000 for sale. Beds and bath don't matter. House type, we're going to keep it on homes. and we're gonna see the ugliest house on the block, okay? And in this method, we want the ugly house because one, somebody owns it and they're not taking care of it. Two, that means that the work may be too big for them and they can't afford it. Whatever the case may be, they are now what we call a motivated seller, right? So we see this house right here. It's up for $45,000. It's in Corpus Christi, Texas, right? You can see the house. It looks a total mess. Now, hear me out. Because you're thinking right now, who in the world would want to buy this ugly house, Rhonda? You're crazy if you think I'm gonna be able to pay $45,000. I just told you I didn't have any money. I got you, okay? $45,000 is the ask price on this property, okay? What we're gonna do is we're gonna use another site called TruePeopleSearch.com. All right, that's gonna be True People Search, and then we're gonna come back to this site, but I'm letting you know all the resources. So Zillow.com, you find a property that looks run down, ugly, trash. It doesn't look like anybody would live in it. The uglier, the better, okay? You're gonna use TruePeopleSearch.com. We're gonna come back to this one, but the next one is gonna be Propstream.com, okay? Propstream.com, I'm gonna log into my account. There's a link for this in the description below. It's for free, okay? So make sure you click that link so that you get it for free. Now I'm gonna take that address and I'm gonna put it right here in my search bar. I'm gonna take it, and now I'm gonna go look up this property, okay? Right here, it tells me the owner's name, Matthew DeLeon. Mr. Matthew DeLeon is the owner. This is the same property we just looked at. We know Mr. DeLeon wants $45,000. Again, we're not gonna pay this $45,000. We're gonna find someone else to buy this property, okay? Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go and we're gonna find Mr. DeLeon by using our True People Search, okay? So now we're gonna put this address in here. Keep up with me, make sure you're taking notes. I'm gonna make it fast and easy. It's how we can get a minimum of $10,000 really quick, okay? So Mr. Matthew DeLeon, that's his name right there. This is the address that we're looking at, right? Let's see, boom. That's not that one, Balboa Street. Okay, there we go, right here. This is the property. Now, these are all his linked relatives. Guys, all this is public information, so don't feel bad or like you're doing anything illegal or wrong. This is all public data. So now what we wanna find is a phone number for Mr. DeLeon, and we want to be able to reach out to him. Now, up here, we don't have any phone numbers, but we do have possible associates. We have relatives right here. So we'll be able to reach out to someone, but I'm going to come back and do some more research because I don't see his name. Okay, so if I come back, this shows me the address. This is his actual mailing address, and this is the actual address for the property. So since I can't find him with the property address, I'm going to use his mailing address, and then I'm going to use that to find Mr. DeLeon. So what I'm gonna do is copy it, take it back to True People Search. I'm gonna do an address search, drop it in, and I'm gonna see if I can get Mr. DeLeon on the phone to ask him about giving me the opportunity to sell the property, okay? Let's see, here we go. We have another one that's 27. This might be the same gentleman right here, but I'm gonna see if there's an older gentleman attached to the property. Because a lot of times when you see the older homes, that look kind of ran down, they're mostly older people. They may have passed it down to a grandchild or a daughter, son, something like that. But here we go. So we have the same one here, same address, same that, no phone number attached to it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to find someone else who may be attached to the property. And let's go to right here, linked properties. So this tells me Mr. DeLeon has 8 linked properties that he owns. So right here, Taze Havian, right here, there's a few people who were attached to these properties as well. So what I can do is I can take this property address and then I can use one of these names right here to find Mr. DeLeon. So we have Cynthia Haven. So let's see if we can find Cynthia Haven, okay? So if we see her as a possible relative or we see her linked to him, we know that they are related in some ways, fashion, maybe a business partner. We will never know until we dig deeper into it, guys. But this is as much work as you're going to have to do, okay? I want you to understand this is as much work as you're going to have to do to find the owner and get them on the phone. All right, so we're going to keep working a little bit, and let's see if we can get a hit. All right, here we go. Cynthia right here. Boom, there we go. There's the phone number, all right? So we got a phone number. We were able to get a phone number and a name associated and attached to this property right here. So now that we have this property, the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to Home Depot after I get on the phone with Mr. DeLeon, and Mr. DeLeon says, hey, I'm willing to sell you my property at $45,000, right? He tells me, yes, I'm gonna send him a contract. I'm going to get him to sign it for $45,000, and we're going to say for 30 days. So for 30 days, I have this contract that I can sell the contract and make money on, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Home Depot, and I'm going to go to signs, and I'm going to look for the yard signs, okay? I'm going to go to yard signs. This sign right here is going to make me some money. All right, so if you can afford $7, $6, and if you can't, make it yourself, okay? So I'm gonna take this sign and I'm gonna say right here, I'm gonna go and look what this one is. I'm gonna say 448 square foot property and zip code 78405. It's gonna be for sale for $55,000. So I know Mr. DeLeon only wants 45, but I'm gonna sell it for 55, okay? I'm gonna write down the sign, I'm gonna put the zip code, the square footage, my phone number, and the amount. I'm gonna put this sign, one in front of Home Depot. I'm gonna put some in the neighborhood around the house, and I'm gonna wait for my phone to ring. When my phone rings, it's going to be a buyer, and the buyer is going to say, hey, I'm interested in buying that property. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to Corpus Christi Title Company, okay? Title company, right? And I'm gonna find one of these title companies right here, and I'm gonna pick up the phone and I'm gonna call them and say, hey, are you guys investor friendly? Are you equipped to handle a wholesale property deal? If they say yes, I'm going to send them the contract from my seller. I'm gonna send them the contract from my buyer. I'm gonna put them both in title, and I'm going to step out the way. What's gonna happen is title is going to call the buyer. They're gonna call the seller. They're gonna make sure everything's legit, all the paperwork is right, the money is exchanged. And when it's all said and done, they're gonna call me and say, hey, Rhonda, we have your check for $10,000. Do you want it to be wired, or do you want to come pick up a check, okay? Now, with that being said, guys, that's how you make $10,000 by selling a property that you do not own, okay? A property that, one, I never paid for, two, I never put any money into, three, I never probably even stepped foot in the property if I didn't have to. And that's how you're going to be able to make 10,000, 20,000, 40, 50, 60, and so on. Free capital for you to start any business that you want. Now, I know I went really fast, but I hope that you were able to catch up. Now, again, there is another video in the description that completely breaks down this method in its entirety. But I wanted you to be able to see the possibilities and how much you can really, really do by getting in the middle and making money from getting a buyer and a seller, matching them up, and making your free capital in the middle. Now you can go start your trucking company. You can go start your beauty shop, your nail tech business, your lash business, your clothing line, whatever you want to start. Now you're able to start it with $10,000 of free money that you don't have to pay back, that you don't have to do anything more on. Now that's free money to start your business and go on about your business and start scaling as much as you want. Now, if this made any sense to you, if this sparked any interest in you and you feel like, man, I really want to get some more information, there's going to be a link in the description for you to be able to set up a free discovery call, okay? I'm not asking of any money of you to get on this call. I'm going to answer your questions. I'm going to help you as much as I can on this call. So just click the link, schedule it, and I'll talk to you soon.